In this video, we're going to review how to request help from IDSC. We've migrated to the ServiceNow platform, and you can navigate to our homepage here at hpc.idisc.miami.edu. On this page, you can select several links to different forms or purposes, like requesting an account, a project, any general questions or inquiries, knowledge base, which leads us to our documentation, HPC support, if you have questions or any issues revolving around the clusters Trident and Pegasus, quick links, and application services revolving around virtual machines for priority groups. So I'll go through each form with a brief explanation run through, show you what it looks like. First, we have request an account. Let's go ahead and click that, and it's going to send you to the ServiceNow form on the UHealth website. Whenever you click on any of these IDSC forms, your information will automatically propagate, so you don't have to fill that out. For the account request form, you need to select from this drop-down menu the school, college, institution, or organization you belong to, followed by a project ID. So your project ID identifies the project your account is associated with. Every single account needs to have at least one project ID. This is how we track membership, and if you don't have one, you can request the project ID here at this hyperlink. This will just send you to the project request form. Whenever you complete a project request form, we'll assign you a project ID. You can use that here. Or if you're a student and you're requesting membership to a project or lab or something like that, you can ask your group leader for the project ID, and then you can put that here. With all the ServiceNow forms, you can add attachments like screenshots or relevant docs that you need, and then you can hit request or submit depending on the form. Okay, let's head back. Here you can request a project. So all IDSC projects require what's called a Workday account number. This is how we process the funding of your project. You can either provide a Workday account number, or you can provide a grant account number if you've applied for one of our grants. I'll go ahead and quickly show you where to do that. If you navigate to idisc.miami.edu and go to quick links, and you go down here into IDSC grant programs, this will show you the various grants that we have available at IDSC, how to apply for them, and once you're approved, in your email you'll receive a grant account number, and you can use that number for this form during the application. So you have your full name, CAN-ID, email, it's automatically propagated. Here you want to put your project name, a brief description of your project and what you intend to use the clusters for. A resource type could be Trident, Pegasus, whichever kind of project you're requesting. Resource expiration time, if you only want to use the cluster for a limited amount of time. Here you're going to input that Workday account number or the grant number. If you click this More Information button here, it'll give you an example of what that should look like. Usually it's 2 letters followed by 6 digits. So, for example, if you applied for the Advanced Computing Reward, in the email you'll get a grant account number that looks kind of like AC, and then followed by 6 digits. Or if you need to get your Workday account number from your department head or your group leader, anything like that, it's usually PG followed by 6 digits. So once you put in your Workday account number or your grant number, you want to follow it up with the grant title or description if you've been provided that, whether or not this has a budget line item, and then any additional information you want to provide. So once you submit this project request form, you'll receive that project ID that you can use for the account request that I showed you previously, if you're requesting a new project. Okay. General inquiries. So if you have any general questions about accounts or storage or anything like that, you can go ahead and click here. This is just what we call in ServiceNow a request. Something that's not really priority, you just have a question. So here you have your requester information, Then you can select your support type from this drop-down menu. You have account access. Let's say you want more information about how to gain access to an account, how to apply an account, what is an IDSC account. You can select that. Grant support. If you need more information revolving around our grants, like the Advanced Computing Reward or a Bridge Award or Early Career Research Award, you can go ahead and click this. Services and inquiries. Storage allocation, like GPFS project storage or cost-effective storage. If you want more information with that, you can collect this. Software request. If there's any software on Pegasus or Trident that's maybe not available through the software modules and you want to make a request to have that installed globally and be made available as a module, you can go ahead and click this. Collaborative requests. Cost or estimation inquiries. So let's say you need to figure out the remaining quota of your project or the remaining service units you have. You want to click that, and then we'll provide you with that information. GPU services and resetting your password if you've maybe forgotten it. Others is for any other support type that we don't have listed here, and then you can enter a description. So once you select your support type, you'll just provide additional context and then hit request. And then we'll reply to you. All right. Getting help. So anything that, might assist you if you're running into issues with jobs or just anything in general, this is a good section to check out. The first thing we always recommend is to check out our documentation, which this knowledge base link will send you to. We have comprehensive guides on both Trident and Pegasus clusters. Linux, if you're new to Linux and you need a guide on Linux commands, how to navigate the file system, running commands using text editors, here's a good place to check. The services and policies that we provide. Go back. Here is the support form from ServiceNow. So this form, it would generate an incident, and an incident in ServiceNow is any issue that is preventing your work from moving forward. So let's say you're running into issues with a job on Pegasus, or some software is not loading right, or your storage is filling up, or LSF is down. Anything that's a problem, this is the form you'll want to use. Here at the top of the form, we always like to direct people to the documentation if they haven't reviewed that yet, because sometimes that may resolve the issue more swiftly than waiting for a reply through a ticket if it's the information's already there. Your user information, as always, is provided. Here you'll want to select group affiliation if it applies to you. These are just different priority groups, but if you are not a member of any of these groups, don't worry, you can just leave that blank. Which system is this issue related to? You'll want to select Pegasus or Trident, provide your project ID, and then whether or not this issue is related to an LSF job. If it's not, you'll just briefly describe the issue. Oh, my storage space is running out, or oh, the software is not loading right. You'll just describe that issue there. If it is related to an LSF job, there's additional information you have to provide. You'll want to give us the job ID or IDs, the modules you have loaded or any software that you're using, the full path to your job script and any output or error logs, whether or not the job has ran previously, if anything has changed, and then the description of the issue. The more information that you can provide us, the faster we can troubleshoot and resolve the issue. Okay, here is a link to our quick links page on the IDSC site that I had showed you previously in the video. This quick links page just is a very fast reference to anything you might need. Grants, software installation guides, documentation, fee schedules, password reset link, project request form link, account creation link. It's just a very quick one-stop shop for any links that you might want to find revolving around IDSC. And lastly, we have application services. So I'll go ahead and click this and then briefly describe what that means. So this revolves around a need to request a new VM or a service for an existing one. So this form is specific for groups that have this service, like the HIG or the IDSC software engineering group. So this service is not available to the broad user base. So if this doesn't apply to you, you can just go ahead and skip further into the video. But if you are a member of one of these groups, you want to select the group you are a member of. Let's say I'm HIG. Whether or not this is an existing or new VM, the host name of that VM, the owner of the VM, and then a description of your request. Oh, I need PostgreSQL installed on this server, or this server is running out of storage. I need to request more. Or, oh, can I request a new RHEL 9 VM, and this is the new host name and whatnot. This is where you would do that. So that's just a brief description of what we have available at the IDSC help home site. I'm going to briefly show you what communication looks like when you submit a general inquiry or a help request or anything like that. So usually once you submit your form, your request or question, anything like that, you'll receive an email through Outlook. It's always tied through the University of Miami email. And it will tell you, oh, your request has been made, this is your request number, this is the status. It'll give you important information about the process, or the status rather. Let's see. Here, this is what it looks like. So you'll receive an REQ number telling you it was created, about this request. You'll also receive an RITM number, a short description of what it is. And then if you click View Request, it will send you to the request summary for this particular request on the UHealth ServiceNow page. You can see when it was submitted, delivery date, the stage, so it could be, it's approved, meaning that it's been received by ServiceNow. Fulfillment in progress means that someone is working on it, or it's going to be assigned to an admin soon. If you click on your item here, this will open up an activities page. Here you can communicate with the admin on the other side working on your request or incident. So this isn't the only way to communicate with the admin. You will also receive updates of your request through email. So let's say I'm the admin and I send you a message, you'll receive an update through the Outlook. And that's all there is to it for the IDSC support request page. As always, I will be providing links to the documentation and to the new homepage and new forms in the description of the video.